Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a Mooshrom, the actual creature from Minecraft this time, not just the skin. I've been asked to make the various creatures of Minecraft for as long as I can remember, you know, wolves and chickens and all sorts. And, well, I figured I'd start off with the Mooshrom for obvious reasons. Look at him. Look at him. He's glorious. So let's get started, shall we? All you're going to need is black wool, dark grey, light grey, white, pink and magenta, and also red, and you will be good to go with those colours. I'm going to try and make this as, you know, as quick and as simple as possible. Luckily the Mooshrom, he splits into some nice and easy shapes, so I should have no problems making him. So let's get started. What you want to do is, we're going to start off with the leg, and then we're going to make the body, then we're going to make the other legs, then we're going to make the head, and then we'll look into some details. Maybe not in that specific order, but, you know, somewhere close to it. So I'm afraid that I don't know the dimensions of him for you, so my apologies. But what you want to do is, you want to start off with 4 black blocks on the floor like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just check something real quick. Yes, there we go. I wasn't sure if I was recording. That would have been very upsetting. So once you've got your 4 black blocks on the floor like that, what you want to do is, you want to do 5 rows of red on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just measure it out like that, so I make sure that I don't mess up. It's happened too many times before. So you want to have your 6 rows like that. And whilst I'm this early in the tutorial, I want to point out that you might not be able to make it directly along with me. So if you have to, pause in any sections. Don't wait for me to give any cues, whilst I will try and give them to make, you know, in places that I think you might need to catch up, but there you go, there's your warning. I will eventually make that little intro bit. So once you're at this point, you want to go over to the right block here, the most right block, and you want to place a light dark grey on top, preceded by 4 light greys on top of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what you want to do is, you want to place a red on top of that. So you should have a total of 6 blocks there, the dark grey, the 4 light grey and the 1 red, which you can then fill the rest of the rows in with red. So just right up to the top. And that, coincidentally, is the whole leg right there. That's the whole front part. So what we're going to do, you know, pause that if you have to, make sure you've got that right. What we're going to do is, we're going to turn it into 3D. Just like with my statues, you drag it back 3 blocks. We're going to be using the black. So 1, 2, 3 on either side like this. And then you want to connect the 2 black together with dark grey. His legs are a total of 4 thickness, therefore the 1, drag it back 3, 4. There you go. So once you're at this point, what you want to do is, on top of these last 4 here, we've just built the front, we're now building the back, and then we'll put the sides in. So going up here, you want to do 2 rows of red, like that. And then there's no real way for me to explain this, so I'm just gonna do it and show you. It's nice and simple. Here you go. This is what you want to do on top of your 2 rows of red, and this is incidentally, the only detailing that goes into the back of the leg. So once you've done that, you know, pause that where necessary. You can fill the rest of the leg in with red. So all you've got to do is, you know, copy what you did on the front. Just make it to the same height with red, and just fill it in, turn it into a giant box. There you go. So you've got the front and you've got the back. So, well, just to give you a bit of a look at what the back looks like, there you have it. So, moving over to the front. So, you know, this being the front, this is going to be the inside part here to the left, but to the right here, the same one with the pattern on the side here, this part can be filled in, this side can be filled in just completely with red, like this. But the other side has slightly more detail to be put in it. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to do 4 rows of red on top of this black here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then what you want to do is, which I should have done whilst I was making it on the front here, I apologise, but it doesn't matter. You want to knock out this block and this block, and you want to replace them with light grey. So there, you can see where it lines up on the front like that, exactly like that, and on the side there with the light grey. And you just want to place a light grey to the side like that, and that is all of the detailing that you actually need there. and then you can proceed to fill the rest of the side of the leg in with red. Like that. There you go. So we have the first leg there, and well, no, I'll mention this later on. So what we're going to do now is we are going to, let me get the plans up, we're going to do the outline for his actual body. I'm not gonna do it with all of the detailing to begin with. I think it's gonna be a better idea to get it all laid out first, to get the general shape just for tutorial purposes, and then then it will make it easier. So from the top of the leg here, this, looking from the outside at the side of the leg, you want to start on the left here with this red block, and then you want to go to the right from this red block here, in line with here, to the right, aka this way, 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like that. And then on this end block, this end row of 17, total of 18 that row is, because we started off with the 1, added 17, 18. On the end here, you want to go up by, let me just make sure that I've got this right. Yep, that's right, you want to go up by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then all you need to do is you just want to turn this into like a giant rectangle, which essentially just means going over to the left here by 17. Don't count it out, you'll be able to see, just have a look down. There we go. And then just raise this up like this. So you've just turned this into a rectangle. That's what I meant by we're going to kind of like do the outline first, just to make things easier. So you want to have this giant rectangle on the outside of it. So let's move over to the back. So we'll do it from the bottom. So from this bottom block here, going over to the right, you want to go to the right by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you want to go up from this block by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you want to connect these two together. So can you see what I'm doing? I'm just making a giant rectangle, essentially. And then we can fill in the faces, and then we can chisel some of the bits out for the patches of the Mooshrom, put the legs in, and then we'll be good to go, after we've put the head on, of course, because we don't want it to be a zombie Mooshrom. And I'm going to be back in a little second, because it is getting dark. Alright, so I believe that this is the point where we were at, and you can probably guess what we're going to do now. We're just going to make the other face of the rectangle, and then we're going to connect it all together, just like we have been doing. So we can start at the bottom again of this face here, this corner, and you want to bring it this way by 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And it should line up nicely with that, that's right. So just connect those two together. Remember that you probably don't even have to count. Just use your eyes, see where it lines up, and then connect it. Same bit with here, so you're going to have to go up 9, but just use your own judgment. There you go. And then you can connect this end and this end together. So there you go. And there. There we are. Alright, so you can see that that's the Mooshrom's body, or at least it's going to be. But the reason that I've done it like this is because I work better in shapes myself, especially for tutorials. If I can break it up into like little sections like this, it's easier for me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill... Yeah, you know what, I will do it this way around. It's going to involve destroying a fair few blocks afterwards, but I think that it'll be much easier with the red in than without. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill every single face in here with red. And by every single face, obviously, you just want a clean sweep of red everywhere, just like this. Top, sides, including the bottom as well. So I'm going to be back after I've done this. It's going to take a little bit, not too long, but probably like 4 minutes, something like that. So I'll be back when I've finished. Alright then, so if you've managed to fill all of the faces of the giant red rectangle in, this is what you'll be left with. You'll be left with a pretty peculiar floating rectangle supported by the one leg, like this. So, the next order of business, make sure that you filled the bottom in by the way, I almost forgot. The next order of business is to add the other 3 legs, which is extremely simple. So remembering that this is the front, I don't know if you'll need... No, you shouldn't need that marked out, although I will. Just put that in there to remember it's the front. I don't see how you'd mess it up, but, you know, I've done stupider stuff. So every other leg, all of the other 3, are the exact same as this one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add them, and then I'm going to come back. Because to cut it down, you know, you've made the one, you should be able to make the rest. They're mostly red. You know, the positioning, just have a look at that one if you get confused, or go back to the start of the video and you should be fine. So I'm going to add them and I'll be back. Alrighty then, so that is all of the legs added to the Mooshrom right there. I don't know why I was talking slowly and that is the only legs added to the Mooshrom. I don't know why I was doing that, but one thing to note. They're the front legs there, and these are the back legs. The back legs, they come in one block, so it's got like an overhanging back block here, so that is the only thing to note. All of the legs are the same, as you may see, they're all the exact same, same design, but like I said, the only thing to note is of course, the back here, it's the legs just come in one block inwards. Why? I don't know. I've got no idea. I think it's because of the udder. Which hey, let's add the udder now, shall we? Let's do it. All right. So, yeah, we'll start by doing the back. We'll start at the back. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add all of the patches to the cow body, and then we're going to make the head, and then we will be dandy. So you want to start off at the back here on the bottom row. So start off from the left and find the 4th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th block. Destroy it, and then you want to destroy the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaving another 3 on this side. So then you want to replace those blocks that you just destroyed with pink there. And then you want to do pink blocks underneath in between the legs. So, you know, missing one off each end, just like doing this. Like that. And then what you want to do is, you want to go underneath, and you want to do this. So you kind of want to, we're just adding the udder in here, like this. And the udder, it just comes one block in front of the legs. Like that. So this is what it's supposed to look like. There's an under view, just like that. And you want to just add, you want to knock out this block, this block, this block, this block, and replace those with magenta. Hopefully that's not too difficult. I mean, you can't see underneath it anyway, unless you do go and have a bit of a look underneath. You can't see underneath it, but there you go. So that is the udder done. And there is a little bit of patching underneath the cow, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna bother, because, I mean, the only reason you know the udder's there is because you can see it from the back. I don't think it's important for the pattern to go underneath. You may disagree. I'm sorry. I don't feel like doing it. So now let's do the patching on the back. How am I going to do this? I think I'm probably going to do it row by row, and first I'm going to destroy what needs to be done. So starting from the top, you want to miss those 2 blocks, and then you want to destroy the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks there. And then you want to miss 3, and you want to destroy the end block, like that. Then you want to move on to the next row, and, you know, carrying on the same sort of line, you want to destroy the whole next row, like this. And then moving on to the 3rd row, well, what you want to do now is, now that we're here, you can destroy the next 2 rows. So those 2, they can be destroyed. I'm sorry that I chose to do it this way around, but I figured that this would probably be the easiest way. And then what you want to do is, for the next row, So, you know, with 4 rows down, for the 5th row, you don't want to destroy that one, but you want to destroy this block and every other block in the row. And then we've only got 1 more row to destroy. So within the same line, on the 7th row here, you want to destroy the first 3 blocks. Then you want to skip 2 and then destroy the next 4, like that. So you want this this shape in here like this, but I'll show you that better in the daytime after I've slept. Alright then, so once the whole back is knocked out like this and we're back in the daytime, once again I'm sorry if you don't like the way that I'm doing this tutorial, but my rules, I'm afraid. So I'm going to do this row by row, just how I kind of did like knocking it out. Since it's only like 7 rows or something like that, it shouldn't be too hard. So going from left to right, you want to do 2 dark grey, 2 light grey, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark. That's the first row. Pause if you have to. Second row, you want to do 2 light grey, 1 dark, 1 light, dark, 2 light, 2 dark, 1 light. Next row, 3 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 2 dark. Pause that if you have to. Next row, 2 dark, 2 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 2 dark. Apologise for that. Next row, you want to do 4 light, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark. Pause that if you have to. We're on the last row now, and you want to do 2 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, and that is the entire back like that. Let me mute this stupid phone every single time, I swear. Unbelievable. There we go. Alright, so that is the entire back done. I don't know whether I just said that and I'm just repeating myself, but there it is anyway. What we're going to do now is... what do we want to do? Do we want to do the front? Shall we? Or shall we? Nah, let's do the side. Alright, let's go down and let's go around anti-clockwise. So, like I said, that's the back done entirely. That's the whole pattern worked out. So you want to come over to the side here, and you want to start from the bottom, and you want to come across to the right by. Sorry, I'm just counting. I want to make sure I get this right. So you want to come to the right by, that's a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh block, and then you want to destroy the 8th, 9th, and 10th, and you want to go, screw it. I'm just going to destroy them. Why not? This little pattern here is actually easy enough for me to just add it and then show you it. So let me just do that. So this is the side bit here. So remember that, you know, it's just on the bottom row of the rectangle, or bottom row of the body of the cow, and it is 7 blocks on the bottom row, 7 blocks of red separating the dark grey there. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So that is the side, or at least this part of the side. Pause that if you have to. Let's move on to this bit here. So there's a little bit more involved in this one. So you want to start on this corner from the bottom here, which is this block, and you want to destroy 8 blocks going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just leaving 2 at the top here, and you want to destroy the 8 directly next to it as well. So there you go. And then you want to destroy these 3 here. So 1, 2, 3. So you've got the 2 rows of 8, And then for the third row, you know, you miss one off from the bottom, then you destroy those 3. So from going right to left, I'm gonna do them in columns. So the first column, you want to do 2 light grey going up, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 2 light, 1 dark. Pause that if you have to. The next column, you want to do 1 dark, 4 light grey, 1 dark, 2 light grey. Pause that if you need to. Next column, you want to do 1 light grey, 1 dark, 1 light grey. Nice easy pattern. Pause that if you need to. That is the right side of the cow. Or left, yeah, technical right side for the cow, that is. There you have it. So let's move over to the front of the cow, shall we? There's not actually, well, there is. On the front here, there's a little bit of design up here. Because the actual skin, the proper skin, uses like double-sided blocks, you know, ours can't be exactly like the actual cow skin, but you know, no matter, you deal with what you've got to. So on the front, you can tell that because I marked the magenta, and the fact that there's no order here, and the fact that you just know it's the front. You want to start up at the top left-hand corner here. I'm losing my words, I don't know why. And you want to destroy these 2 red blocks here. And you want to destroy, on the next row going down, you want to destroy 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the left, the 2 blocks that you destroyed, so like going from down to up, you just want to put in 1 light grey and then 1 dark grey. And then in the column to the right of it, just these 5 here, you want to do 2 light grey, 1 dark grey, 1 light, 1 dark. There you go. And that's the pattern for the left side. And the pattern for the right side is significantly bigger. So coming down to here, you can get rid of the magenta now. I don't even know why I added it in there. To stop myself doing something stupid, actually. Like adding the order here. Although, would it have even made a difference? Yeah, it would have made a difference, actually. But anyway. So starting from the bottom of the body, which is here, you want to destroy the first 5 blocks going left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to destroy the next 2 rows of 5. So you want to have the 3 rows of 5 knocked out. And then you want to have the first 4 knocked out coming from the outside in. 2, 3, 4. Up for the next row. And then the next 2 rows after that, you just want the first 2 knocked out. So you just want a shape like this, kind of like wonky stairs. So, just in the same fashion that I've done the other sides, starting from the bottom, filling these blocks in, we'll work from left to right, shall we? You want to do 1 light grey, 2 dark grey, 1 light, 1 dark. Next row, 1 dark, the rest light. You know, pause where necessary. I'm going to show you after every row, but I'm not going to tell you to pause anymore. Next row, 3 dark grey, 1 light grey, 1 dark. Next row, 2 dark grey, 2 light. Next row, all light grey, and the row after that, all light grey as well. So that is the pattern that you want for the other side of the front of the cow, and that is all of it. So you've just got that bit on the left, and you've got this bit here on the bottom right. I'm going to go and sleep, and then we're going to do this side, and then we're going to do the top of the cow, and then all we have to do is the head, and we have done. Alright then, so we just have the one side, if you don't count the top, or the bottom, to fill in now, or first destroy and then fill in. To add the detail to, that's much better, and there's quite a few to destroy on this side. So I'm going to try and go as slow as possible, but there is quite a few to be destroyed. If you don't manage to get it whilst I'm destroying the blocks, you'll be able to see easier what needs to go and what doesn't after it's been coloured in. So you know, don't worry if you don't figure out what needs to go with this on the first sweep. So starting on the bottom of the body here, on this grey block, you want to go and find the you want to find the 4th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Destroy that 4th block, and then destroy the next 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, that's not 7. Sorry. So you know, that fourth block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you should have 2 blocks between the leg and what you've destroyed there. Then you want to move on to this next bit here, and you want, 1 block from either end you want to destroy in between, so you want to have that. Then on the next row here you want to 1 away from this side, destroy to where you destroyed, and then go 2 beyond, like this. And then you want to, on the next row, ignore those first 2 blocks, destroy the third, and then destroy the next 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then you want to, from the next row, find the second block here, and go up 3, 1, 2, 3. And then from the third block you want to destroy 1 on either side, so you've got this sort of weird shape, you've kind of made a T. And then these 3 here, you want to destroy right to the top, so all of those. And on this top row you want to extend right by 2. So you can see I've destroyed quite a lot, and I can see how that may cause a little bit of confusion, but hopefully it will be easier once the blocks are added, because you'll be able to see a bit better. So in the exact same fashion that I made the others, or that I did the others, you want to do, starting from the bottom, going left to right, you want to do 7 dark grey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 light grey. Next row, you want to do 1 dark grey, 1 light, 2 dark, 2 light. Pause that if you have to, and for any other, I'm going to try and show it every time. So for the third row, 1 light grey, 1 dark, 4 light grey, 1 dark grey. Next row, you want to do 1 light, 1 dark, 2 light, 1 dark. The next 2 rows are really easy because they're only 1. You want to do 1 dark, 1 light, going up like that. And then for these last few, you want to do light, light, dark, next row, light, light, dark, next row, light, dark, light, next row, light, and then the rest dark. And I know I did that quickly, but that is what it's supposed to look like. That's really, really nice and easy. So pause that if you need to. This is all of it together. Again, pause that if you need to. And I have some unfortunate news. There is a significant amount more on the top to do. But hopefully it will be a little easier to do this time. I'm gonna see if I can split into sections. So we'll start off with the big section, which will be up here. So looking down upon it, so that's the front that way, this is the back this way. So starting up on the front here, starting from we'll start from the left, shall we? So starting from the left, you want to find the 4th block, 1, 2, 3, 4, destroy that, and then you want to destroy the next 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, taking you right to this dark grey here. So you want to have those destroyed, and then you want to destroy the next 2 rows coming this way of 6, so this and this, exactly like that. Whoops, sorry. And then you want to, let me count these out. Here we go. So then you want to destroy this block here, like you want to leave that one, so starting on the next row, this 4th row here, you want to destroy that, leave that end block there, and you want to have this carved out, and then you want to proceed to knock out the next 4 rows coming back this way of this. So that will be the first, this is the second, third, and 4th, and I accidentally knocked that block out there. I am ever so clumsy. There you go. And again, a bit of a new pattern. You want to leave this end block here. Again, for this next row, you want to destroy all of those. And then you want to destroy the next row of it as well. And then you want to, for the next row, leave 1 on each end and destroy those 3 blocks in the middle. And then for the next row, this block on the far right, you want to destroy that. So you want to, I know that might have been confusing again, but that's what you want to have. So, just to count it out, the first you should have hopefully have managed to do the first row that I managed to destroy, and there's a total of 3 of those. And then for the next set, there's a total of 3, 4, 5. There's a total of 5, and then there's 2, then there's 1, and then there's 1. So given that information, you should be fine and dandy, I hope. And damn, it's getting dark already. So what we're going to do after I've slept is I'm going to fill that in and then do the next 2 sections, which make up part of the top of the Mooshrom. Alright, so now we get the fun of filling this in. So we're going to do it from the same perspective as we destroyed it. Also you'll know that if you've got the amount of rows and stuff right, from the fact that you know, those two will line up there, so the bottom will line up with that dark grey that you can see from the top. So starting from the top row here, aka the very front of the Mooshrom, you want to do 1 dark grey, 1 light, 2 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 1 light, like that. You know, pause that where you have to, and for any subsequent rows, pause that where you need to. Next row, 2 dark, 1 light, 2 dark, 1 light, 1 dark. Next row, 3 light grey, 1 dark, 1 light grey, 2 dark grey. Next row, 2 light grey, 1 dark grey, 1 light grey, 2 dark grey. Next row, 1 light grey, 2 dark grey, 3 light grey. Next row, you want 1 dark grey, 4 light grey, 1 dark grey. For the next row, you want 1 light grey, 1 dark grey, 2 light grey, 2 dark grey. For the next row, you want 1 light grey, 1 dark grey, 1 light grey, 3 dark grey. So, just to give you a bit of a view of what we have, there you go. For the next row, 1 dark, 1 light, 1 dark, 2 light. Next row, 1 dark, 2 light, 2 dark. Next row, 3 light grey. Next row, 1 light grey. So to just show you what, if you are having trouble, you know, figuring out which blocks to knock out, hopefully the addition of colour made things that little bit easier for you. Right, so the next section that we have to destroy is it kind of connects to what we've already made, but we'll work from the left side to the right side. So it starts, let me see here. So looking on the side here, it starts on the 6th block. So, you know, come to the very front here, find the top row, this one, and you want to find the 6th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Destroy those 2 red blocks. You can't do anything about these. Replace the 2 blocks that you just destroyed with dark grey. I know that that changes the side, but you know, deal with how you just got to deal with these things. And then to the right of it, you know, this row coming this way, you want to destroy 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that coincidentally lines up with what we already have. And then for the next row, you want to start 1 block inwards here, destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for the next row, you want to destroy this. So this is a pattern that you want to have, or the, well, you know, the destroyed blocks that you want to have. And then we're going to do it in columns. So this one, and then this one. So starting from the top, coming this way, you want to do 1 light grey, 3 dark, 2 light, 1 dark. Next column, 2 light grey, 1 dark, 1 light grey. Next column, 1 dark grey. And there you go. That shouldn't be any trouble. I mean, you can just look at it, and if you manage to get this big one here, you should have no trouble doing that little patch there, I hope. And we just have a little bit more to do actually on the back here. So I don't want to tamper with this bit on the back here. There is supposed to be some colours here on top, not on the back, so we're gonna skip that. So you want to find the second row of the top back, so aka here, just diagonal to this dark grey here, and you want to destroy, going to the left, you want to destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, and then yeah, we'll tamper with this side bit here. You just want to destroy these 2 blocks as well. So remember, you've got those 7 and you want to destroy those 2. And going from left to right from this perspective, like from the back looking forward, you want to do 1 dark grey, 1 light, 3 dark grey, 2 light grey, and then these 2 on the side here that you destroyed, these just want to be dark grey. And there you have it. That is all of the pattern that needs to have been done. I know, quite a lengthy process. I apologise. It's could it have been slightly faster, probably, but you know, you find another tutorial. I'm sure other people have made these. So now all we have to do is we have to put the head in. So you want to come to the front here, and funnily enough, we already have where the head is. Well, pretty much where the head's marked out, one of the blocks. So you can see here the pattern on the front, this corner here. This is where the bottom right hand corner of the face is. So you want to destroy this block, and then you want to destroy the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you want to have like 2 on each side, like that. In fact, I don't know why I destroyed those. You don't need to destroy those, you needed to mark those out. I'm becoming delusional. You want to mark those out with red, and you want to actually bring this row forward. You know, once you've marked it out, it wants to come out a total of 6. So that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you have it. So that's the bottom of the face. So let's actually add the details to the face. The only bits of the face that are red, is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. So this is a front face. The only bits of the on the bottom row that are actually red are the either end. So you want to destroy the blocks in between, just leaving the 2 red on the end, like that. Now, you want to, from left to right, you want to do white, light grey, 2 dark grey, 1 light grey, and then 1 white. Then on the next row, on top of the red, actually it will be easier if you just go up by 2 and then go one inwards, and do that on either side. So 1, 2 inwards either side, like that. On top of the white, just add another white. On top of the dark grey, you want to do light grey, and on top of the 2 light grey here, you just want to do black, like that. And then to fill in the row just in between the red here, you just want to do white. So that is the first few rows of the head there, his mouth and such. So once you're at this point, you want to just add another row of red on top of what you already have, like that. And then what you want to do is you want to put the eyes in, and I'm just going to do that nice and quick and show you that. I hate how spread out the colours are. I know it's my fault, but still. There you go. The eyes want to be in that position, just on either side of the head, and they want to look exactly like that. And now there's a little bit of a pattern that goes into this, and I'm just going to add it and then show you, just to make my life a bit easier. Here you go. So the pattern starts in between the eyes like that, and it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and you can see where it goes. You can use the face to figure it all out. So then, once that's all marked out, the pattern comes to the top of the head. You can just put the lines in for the front of the head, and then just put the red in, like that. And now, what you can do is, you can, on the top of the head here, you can just bring it back as far as the body, that far, and just kind of just turn it into a square or a rectangle, I suppose, a rectangle on its side, just to give you some parameters to work in between, like this. Is it really getting dark again? So, you know, just connect those together. So you've got a few faces to work with now. Since it is getting dark, I'm going to cut to daylight again. Alright, now that I've gotten rid of the suspiciously early night time, let's put the finishing touches on this. So we'll start on the right side of the head here. So in the top left hand corner, assuming that you've added the assuming that you've turned it into a bit of a square shape, you want to take out the pink wall, and you just want to add this in. So that's free here. You just want to make some wonky stair shape, just like on the Mooshrom skin if you've seen that. You just want to add that pink in there, and you can do it on the other side as well if you like. On top of this third pink here, this is supposed to be light grey instead of red, and next to the pink you just destroy these two like that. That's the whole side of the head. Let me fill that in with red so you may see that a little better. It's not too complicated, so it was just as easy off showing you. There you go. That's the side of the head. If you manage to make that, you know, of course, pause it if you have to. I'm just going to copy what I did on the other side onto this side, just having a look over, as I like to do, to make sure that I get it right. That there's a dark grey block there, and I suggest that you do the same. If you manage to do that one side, then you should be able to do the other side pretty easily without too much trouble, just by having a look over like that. There you go. Let's just fill that little bit of the head in like that. So you've got either side of the head made now. All that's left on the side of the head are the horns, and that is, it starts on the top of the pink here, and it starts on the middle pink, so this block, and it starts off with yeah, that's right, it starts off with 2 black, 1 dark grey, and on the sides here 2 black, 1 dark grey. At least I think that's how I did it. That's how it is now anyway. And like I said, that situated middle of the pink goes up a total of 3, so it's just 1 block above the head like that. So we've just got the top of the head in, and there's a little bit of detailing to do on the back of the head. So looking down upon it here, I don't want to mess with these blocks. So I'm actually just going to do the pattern that's supposed to be on the back of the head, and then I'm just going to show you, because there's not too many blocks to consider, and you know, there we are. There's not too many blocks to consider, so should be able to see it nice and easily. So this is the top of the head. This is what it's supposed to look like. Pause it if you have to. And the back of the head, this is what it's supposed to look like. Pause it if you have to. And if you've managed to follow that, what seems to be an extremely long tutorial, I don't know how long it is, I'm hoping not over 30 minutes after I've cut everything out, you'll have yourself your very own Mooshrom, I almost said. Mooshrom, which it looks pretty glorious. Whether it's worth it is up to you, but there you have him. There he is in all of his glory. I hope that this has been somewhat useful to you. The cows are the hardest and biggest to make out of the animals, so now that that's knocked out, I can focus on some of the others, and maybe some of my own animals. I might make some I don't know what I might make. I might make a turtle, so who knows? I might make whatever I fancy. There you go. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you should check out some of my other stuff. I've made plenty of pixel art, YouTubers, houses, tomahawks, tanks, the list goes on. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube partner, hit up the link in the description.